Hello, my name is AJ. I'm your HYPOXiX coach for today, and we have level 4.3 standing split push. We're going to use the yellow band. We're going to be pushing into the band as we perform our classic standing split. If you're working with a HYPOXiX coach and they've suggested some other resistance for you or sets or reps, based on your assessment, you of course want to follow that because that is there to optimize your program. Otherwise, this is a perfect starting place, so let us begin. Let's start with our right foot forward first. We're going to do a 4-foot stride length. 1, 2, 3, 4, always for the standing split. Hold on to that band, elbows touch the ribs on the way back. Let me demonstrate the movement. We go here, we push, and then we push with the body upright. We're hinged forward. There's no movement in the low back. Sometimes you want to put a hand on the low back and just make sure that you're only hinging forward as much as you can without the movement in the low back. Now let's get very specific with it. We're hinged forward. The pressure underneath the front foot is under the big toe and the inner heel. That's essential. That's pronation. Now the knee is pointing a laser over the third toe, and it's also stacked over the ankle. Okay, so when you put that pressure on the inside of the foot, make sure the knee doesn't go inside the foot. You want to make sure it stays over the third toe. Ground resistance. When I cue ground resistance, I mean pull the front foot back toward the back foot. So if the floor were slippery, the foot would pull back just like that. Okay, so a lot of activity in the glute when you perform that. Let's practice. Ground resistance. Inner foot. Third toe knee, knee stacked over the ankle. Staring at the knee, it's a fixed point gaze, that's important. We're specific with our eyes, gaze specificity. We're staring at the knee. And then when we come upright, we're finding our panoramic view. So find your panoramic points right now. You have one on your left, you have one on your right. And I want you to find those points every single time you come up to the upright position. So we are staring at the knee. We're finding our panoramic view. That feels good. Now, we're loosening our ab ribbon on the engaged exhale, and we're keeping it loose on the 4 deep breath retentions. We're only pausing the movement when we go to our double sniff engaged inhale. That's essential. Strengthening the core as we go through our lunge. Now, additionally, we want to make sure that the ab ribbon stays parallel to the floor. If you start to see or feel that left side dipping lower than the right, you've lost your pelvic stability. So only bring the back knee as close to the ground as you can without letting that left hip drop down. You want those hip bones to be level as possible. So we're here, ground resistance, and then we're coming up a lot of right glute with this one. Always imagine that there's 80% of your body weight on the front foot, and drive your third toe on that back foot, that left foot, into the ground. That's where most of the weight is, on the back foot. I know it's a lot to think about. If this is your first time, I want you to firstly think about staying connected to your breathography and your ab ribbon for the entire time as you go through your split squat. You can add on those other layers to optimize the standing split as you become more masterful at the exercise over the coming weeks. So let's take it from our posture, zip up, inhale, hiss, 2, 3, 4, 5, inhale 1, inhale 2, and blow, stare at the knee, panorama, ground resistance, loosen your ribbon, you're holding 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, inhale, inhale, loosen your ribbon, you're holding 4, 3, 2, 1, pause, fill the ribbon, inhale, hold the breath for 4, 3, 2, and a 1. Amazing, amazing work. Now rest, 15 to 30 seconds. I know it's intense. Then repeat on the other side. You can either rewind the video about 60 seconds so we can perform it together, or you can stop the video once you're no longer a beginner. Stay true to that tempo, frequency, intensity, and duration of your breathography breath cycles. You may want to put a metronome on your phone at 60 beats per minute so that you stay true to that 2-second inhale and that 8-second exhale, always loosening your ab ribbon on the engaged exhale and keeping it loose on every single one of those breath retentions.